visibility to our creators as much as possible.
All right, you hear it. We are live. Rama Thursday Tech introducing Vale, the new, well, I guess she's been there a year. CRM.
The data that is so important to us. And so we are building these specific campaigns where to feature more and more the creators, and that's why it's so important for you to keep creating content, because we are here and we're listening to you. We are, we watch everything and we want you to succeed. So that's a big part of what I do and the team does, is to just get these amazing creators, and just we want to take you to a whole other level. So keep creating content because we're here to help you.
I do have to say, and I think I am allowed to say these things, but I'm excited about specifically that effort that you made. You're starting to, right?
Yes. Actually, we have an amazing data analyst. He is really just extraordinary. But
is he here?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm working hand in hand with him so that we can deliver these data to you, because it will also help you just create better content and see what your community engages with. And big part of that is we've also been we've been doing some research, and that's part of as well what we are doing currently. It's getting as much feedback, research from our users, because that's going to help us improve not only the product but also the strategy that we come up with.
So that's interesting, because for those that now understand what CRM are, and you mentioned engagement, they might think, well, okay, so she's responsible for the notifications and the in-app, but you also help beyond communications. You also do help with creator research, and we're currently working as we bring these simplification features where we're trying to simplify content creator and search. We have been shifting for quite some time from us saying, I think this is how it should be, to this is what the creator needs, this is the value that they want, right? And as such, you participate in that cycle because you're surveying, you're asking for participation, you're asking these perfect questions that feed into product, and that's how we create better products and better features. So that's super interesting. Let me ask you this. So you mentioned some of the things that we're doing. Do you have a favorite type campaign? I know that you mentioned that you were working with the user throughout the entire life cycle, right? Do you have a favorite campaign?
So we have a lot of different, and really like different topics that we tackle. But I think one reward program, we don't do it that often, but it's really cool to see how that reflects exactly what Fanbase stands for, because it's all about building a community and supporting each other, and that's to achieve with these reward program is kind of like giving you the first boost, and then from there on easily build that community with them. And so that's a really fun one.
Piloting.
Yes.
So you might be wondering why I'm not participating in that. Don't worry, but I am pushing to get it out there more and more. But sometimes it just takes time, because we want to make sure that we have all the data to do it right. While I continue asking questions, I'm looking through the chat as well. I encourage you to write. Again, if you join late, I'm here with Vale. Vale is our CRM lead. She is responsible for the entire communication and engagement for our users throughout the entire life cycle, from and insights, and also doing rewards as well. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. I have a few more questions I wanted to ask you. This is a fun one. I was a superhero. What would its powers be?
That was actually a fun question and a very easy question to
Okay.
answer. Yeah, it was actually pretty easy because to me it's just like this straight away. It's connection. Because CRM, it's exactly all about. It's about building that connection. And in this human, it's a big part of my job.
Okay, I love that. Obviously, CRM and engagement is not something. What's the funniest, weirdest, or most clever message you've seen sent from any brand as far as CRM? Because they always get creative.
Yeah. They do, and we try to, be very culturally relevant.
Yeah.
And that just makes me think of the company that I used to work at, Rappi, and how the current pope is from Peru. I mean, the U.S. and Peru. These restaurants, and it was just like very time-wise, it was very relevant.
Time is of the essence, right?
Yes.
So a lot of times, you have campaigns that you can schedule all you want, but sometimes you gotta go with the flow, what's happening in the world, right?
Yes.
And about other platforms that, for example, they integrate, for example, the weather API, right? So every time you
and the connections it allows us to have, like the API side,
they're on
no,
the other one.
I was talking with I was talking with the product owner, and she was like, these are the best dev team that I've worked with.
Is that what Lauren said?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. I mean,
Lauren,
she told me
if you're
that
watching
today.
this, I hope you are.
Yeah,
Thank you.
She told me that because they're really good at what they do, and they know how they build these from scratch.
So I wanna ask you this, because everything is always easier from the outside, right? Like people are like, oh, I understand why they don't do this and why they don't do that. Well, they should be doing this. It's so simple. Well, the race all that man is so simple. She works with development as well, right? So you get to see both worlds. Share a little bit of level that it takes to do what we do.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit of the insight from your side?
Yeah, I think a big part of is where we want to faster way to do things than our capacity sometimes allow to go and get things done, and also I think we're learning more and more how to, as you were saying, how to listen to our users. It's built again, by you and us. So
That is true.
it's we're getting more towards.
So I'm gonna make a statement or tell a story, and then I'm gonna ask you the final questions, and then we'll see if anyone has any questions for you. When the world, right? Because we knew that we wanted the best. It didn't matter if it was based here or about you. When we talked, is you were not attracted because we were very small at the time, and you didn't hip or anything. You told me something that I thought is very relevant to what Fanbase is, which is the mission, right? And you told me that you always have organizations that actually have an impact in the world, right? A social impact, and that's exactly what we do. And when she said that, that was really the ribbon to the interview, and that's something that I value about you all the time, because I can see it in everything that you do. You really do care, and you care underdogs, kind of, make you get up every day, and I love that.
Yeah, how I would me is just delivering on it. Like it's not just like how many companies about the community and actually giving back to society. And that's that's just part of what we do every single day.
That's awesome. Well, let's go into Vale, but not the fan base Vale. Let's go outside of it, right? So,
Fashion.
well, so I'm just curious. We have a lot of fashion creators here. I don't know. See, with Kel is here, but last time she came to the office, she judged me how I was dressed. She's like, so also when you're not, which doesn't happen often, when you're not working, fan base, how do you unplug from everything that we do?
So I like traveling. That's ability. And if I'm with my family, I love being with them. Otherwise, like going out for running, hiking. That's how I unplug running.
Nice. Do you get to run here in Atlanta?
No.
Oh, okay. And the reason why I ask these questions and I get a little bit personal is because at the end of the day, everyone that is part of Fanbase, their background is what makes fun. Underdogs, they get excited being underdogs, they get challenged, right? So again, I wanted to take advantage that you were here a long time ago when you started, but they never seen you. She's still here. She's real. She's doing amazing work, and I'm excited about what you, Andrew, and the team are doing because really can turn into product features as well, right? So you're leading the way on product if you think about it.
That's the
Awesome. All right, well, everyone seems to be very shy. Let's see, I didn't see any questions. If you don't have any questions for Vale, we can keep going with everything else. If you know how they work, because to be honest, when it comes to notifications,
Wow, looks like the Rama live stream may be having some issues. Because I was thinking YouTube was messing up too. So let me check it out.
I'll plug back in.
I think he's trying to plug it back in. He said, I don't know if you can hear Rama. He's gonna refresh this. Yeah, when I was over on YouTube, it was messing up.
Sometimes YouTube has these things, so you lose connection.
Yeah, YouTube was messing up for sure. Because I tried to stream it and it kept buffering.
If you want to check us out, I think you might have to come through YouTube.
Come on over to Fanbase, y'all,
Right.
and listen to it live. See?
I don't know why everything. Need to test quick more. No, I think if you guys are hearing it, I think we for some reason disconnect. But we're still here. If you go to YouTube, you should be seeing us here. If not, let us know. But I was saying, if you have any questions, YouTube stopped as well. Yeah, okay. Because if I start a new live, it's gonna delay things. It's okay. We got the entire interview in. That's all matter about it. All right. So you can still hear it? Perfect. All right. Well, let's for those that joined late, let's do a quick recap of what we were talking about. Okay. We talked about finishing sprint 118, which we do a lot of backlog grooming. We clean the backlog, and while we're doing that, we also did a lot of bug fixing. We have a new release, which is version 4.4 for both Android and iOS. And we actually have, I did mention 8%. Our objective by the end of the quarter is 70%. So we're on our way there. And then we had the pleasure of having Valeria. We lost the connection there. There you go. It's okay. It is good. No camera. I think it's a YouTube thing, Andy. But now it says no current camera. Just sorry, guys. So she mentioned a little bit about the CRM. No current camera. The CRM work that we're. No, it's okay. Don't worry. So good, man. Part of being human is it's never perfect. So yes, we had a great conversation. But we're here. And don't worry, I think we got most of the interview with you, Vale. So we're gonna have that recorded. Everyone can watch it. And you'll be able to do that. So you guys can still hear me, right? You're there. I know you guys are still wondering about a connection with YouTube. Let me try again, but I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. When you lose connection with YouTube, it doesn't let you restart on the watch party. Maybe we'll have to look into that, how we can restart it. All right. Web audio is amazing. I'm glad you guys are liking that. Where was that, Vale? It wasn't last. Was it Tuesday? I can't remember. And as such, Fanbase was one of those channels where he did a release. And what we did as a team, and that happened on Monday. We say, hey, Snoop Dogg is coming. We gotta make sure that we give everyone the chance to be part of the watch party, not only the ones that are. Hold on, it's Monday, and Snoop Dogg is doing this on Wednesday. Can you do that? I'm like, yeah, I think we can do that, and they did. They actually worked day and night. Kudos, which means that anyone that is having a public audio room and they put watch party in that public audio room, you will be able to watch the app, which is pretty cool as well. Um, it was like kind of an official release. People are like, I didn't know about it. I know we just did it for that event, but we said, you know what? We got, now you have it. So for those who are like, oh man, Rama says that I don't have any new features for a while. I'm not gonna. We there you go. You never know. We actually have a new feature which is watch party web, and I think it's working great. Well, we have. I will say about 10. I gotta maybe cut a little shorter to it, but we have about 10 minutes. Do you have any questions for me? Go to the bottom to make sure I didn't forget anything. All right. Someone's over in there. All right, guys. I see some of you said that you are having some issues with some of your audience, your posts. The best way we right. Let's see what else. Isaac opened a late night. Isaac never. Right. I got a whiteboard to all the rooms. And interesting. One of the things that we are exploring is how we can bring more engagement. Always mention that at the end of the day, community having, such as polling and gaming and other type of things. So we don't discard having like a whiteboard type thing in the future. Okay. All right. Let's see. Any other? They blame life matter. Think about it. When you go in an audio room, 30 seconds can make a big difference. If you get a notification 30 seconds later, you might be missing that phrase that was told in the audio room, and you never. In fact, guess what? When Snoop Dogg did the release, he came into Fanbase, and that was like what, 2 minutes at most. So imagine someone that suddenly wanted to hear Snoop Dogg or ask a question or whatever, and they got the notification. Not that it happened, but if they could get the notification 2 minutes later, they would miss it. So notifications, even details such as the speed of the notification, does matter, and we're working on that as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. Someone says, do we earn dividends? Well, you make money in Fanbase for sure. You can call it dividends if you want, but the minimum to cash out on Fanbase is $5. All right, and you can make as much as you want, and we pay on the first day of every subsequent month.
You ready to get your feelings about the payment?
Yeah, because you do that in CRM too. Tell them.
Everyone, please complete your payment profile. It's very, very easy. 1, 2, 3 steps, and that's it. So
what happens if they don't have their payment profile?
You won't get paid. You won't be able to cash out. So
there you go. So I know. and the team always have. At the end of the day, no matter where you promote yourself, you make money on Fanbase. So you can promote yourself and bring them trending. What we are doing, which you guys always asking these kind of questions, trigger me to share a little bit more than I should, but we are looking into trends from other, understand what's hot and what they can talk about as well. All right. Someone says, will there be an affiliate program for referring people to Fanbase, maybe some labs? So Sean, that's a great question. Vale, who's our CRM, basically you get rewards for taking actions. Our rewards currently are actually bonus labs, okay? So we are exploring that, we're testing it, we're seeing results, we're seeing what we need to tweak. That goes again into reward and affiliate, right? And we are a platform or a company that proudly has the strategy that goes starts at the bottom to the top. What does it mean is like we don't go and pay celebrities to come like other platforms do and make it pop. We actually work and focus on the lower tier end creator. We filter out spam. Okay, we're working on spam account. Evergreen happens everywhere. We're actually implementing a few adjustments that will prevent spam as well on the product side as well. But that's something that we evergreen. Every time you tell me something here, I'm going to tell you we're working on it because that's an everyday thing. Incentivizing and bringing users that are consistent with recurring audio rooms, that's part of retention for sure, right? Very soon, next week, we have our new product marketing manager started here in Atlanta, which I'm excited. And as such, we are going to be revamping a lot of the programs, including what we consider recurring rooms are actually recurrent rooms. Okay. All right. Someone said we're trying to be very conscious of our runway. We're still in the middle of the race. If you go to startengine.com/7 open positions, we're looking for a graphic designer here in Atlanta. We're always open. we don't have Facebook migration in our roadmap yet. Right now, you can from Meta all across the board. We may have a big announcement very soon about all of that. So some of you guys need still next to me. If you, and Vale, I want to thank you again for joining us. Fanbase team members as well. You met our newest product owner no longer. Go to the App Store and download the latest version. We have a lot of in the platform. The search function. Search for users and content. We're also improving the home feed, how you consume content, and we're also and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Make sure you talk to everyone on Fanbase.
Getting this issue. So I think I'm gonna switch back over to the Chrome browser. But I think Edge has some working out to do with the browser, because ever since I've been using Edge, and so it sounds like Edge or from Chrome for a while, but I'm going back, going back, signing out.